Hello, and welcome to the Disney Dunces. Using your touch-tone keypad, please enter the first 3 letters of the movie title you would like to see. You've selected Cool Runnings. If this is correct, please press 1 now.
Hello and welcome to Disney Dunces, the only Disney podcast presented by self-proclaimed non-experts. I'm Dunce number 1. You can just call me Richard.
And I'm Craig Stew, and I'm Dunce number 2.
And I'm the third one. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Crank us up, it's podcast time.
Yo, I fucking love that. That was good.
I was expecting it. I was wondering, how is he going to do it? I mean, I know he's going to do it, but is he going to do it? Like, how was he going to do it? And he did it like that, and that was good. I liked it.
I could tell you, I wasn't going to do an accent.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't mean the accent.
I got that in my notes. I said accent ? And then I wrote right next to it, big letters, no.
I don't see what's wrong with doing an accent.
And then I said, then I have right here. It's like a big blank, and I said pause. And then right here it says ridicule Craig for doing it with the accent.
But it didn't happen.
There's still a chance. Mike's still young.
Well, I think that just means that Black History Month is working.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing wrong with doing the accent. That's how they talk. That's how
they
Jamaicans. From Jamaica. I can't breathe.
Craig, do you want to do the accent? You're basically, you're trying to pave the way for it.
I already did. I did.
This is the Porch Monkeys argument.
Wait, he did or did I? I missed it?
You missed it.
Oh my god, I wasn't paying attention.
It was so subtle and natural, you didn't even know.
That's true. Oh, good job, Craig.
Good job, Craig.
Thank you.
You managed to do it without being offensive. I think that's what we really want, right? At least I think that's what Tim Allen was going for in that one interview that he had.
What?
Tim Allen said
would really like to say the N-word.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm doing. We're doing here. We're doing an accent.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Tim Allen, he wants to be able to use the N-word naturally. Like, in his stand-up and not get criticized. And Craig, you're sounding so natural. Yeah.
This is not the same thing, and Tim Allen should not be allowed to use the N-word naturally.
Then why are you able to use the accent naturally?
This is a different thing! Look, all I'm saying is if I was born in Jamaica and raised in Jamaica, I'm pretty sure I would have a Jamaican accent. It's not your color, or the color of your skin is not your accent. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's where you're from. It doesn't matter, like, what you are. Come on. This is where you're born.
I mean, Casca, I think he's making pretty bad points.
No, you're telling me a Jamaican guy who was Jamaican descent, who was born in the United States, would have a Jamaican accent? That's not how it works.
No, it's not.
Obviously
but are you telling me that he should be allowed to fake an accent?
I'm trying to figure out the point he's trying to make.
I'm just saying, it doesn't. Doing an accent isn't. Like,
it's insulting to people from Jamaica.
You could have done the thing. That's how he says it. He goes, feel the rhythm. You know, that's how he says it. All the trolls in World of Warcraft have Jamaican accents. They're trolls. I don't know.
It's okay. It's Craig's upbringing, everyone.
He was born in a different time. He can't help it.
Wrong.
Oh, okay. Keep telling yourself that, buddy. This is why we need the month, Craig.
So wait, am I allowed to do like a Romanian accent?
No, don't say the N-word.
Oh my god.
Who was gonna say the N-word? What are you talking about?
Sorry, you have a history. We're just getting ahead of it.
What?
I
don't understand though. Can I do a Romanian accent? As I am of Romanian descent.
Why would you do a Romanian accent?
I don't even know. But I could I do one?
I don't know. Can you do one?
No, I can't do one. But am I allowed to do one? Is what I'm asking.
I mean, if you want to offend half of our listeners.
Can I do Russian? I am also Russian accent.
I can tell you cannot do a Russian. Can't confirm.
But I'm Italian. I got Italian in me. Bobbity boopity. I mean, I could do that, right? You know?
Oh, no.
Boy.
Oh.
I'm Italian.
No, there's doing an Italian accent, and then there's going bobbity boopity.
I can't, and you can't do
see the
anything anymore.
difference. Do you see the difference, though? Speak to me in an Italian accent and use actual words instead of, like, you did the... I'm going to make this... This is the way for you can understand, and I apologize for everyone who's about to hear what I'm about to say.
Calzone. I don't know.
Bibbidi bobbidi boobity is the Italian equivalent of ching chang chong. You see the problem. You see how that's an issue.
That's an issue.
Thank you. As long as you understand that.
Yeah, okay, fine.
There's doing an Italian accent, and then there's doing that.
Don't worry, Craig. I can just edit all that out.
It's okay.
You can, but he won't.
I am of Italian descent. My mother is a full Italian, so I think
it's okay, guys. He has the Italian card.
I do have an Italian card. I think I'm allowed to play my card for this one.
He has his unlimited pasta pass. He can say what he wants.
Yeah. See? Wait. Calling it unlimited pasta pass, that sounds pretty offensive to me.
No, we went over this earlier off the thing. It's fine.
Yeah. Unlimited pasta pass is fine because you can pay for that.
Yeah.
I'm done. Going in my hole. I'll sulk for the rest of this podcast.
It's nothing new there.
Well, guys, this might be a movie that we're doing that I have paid attention to, seen multiple times.
Yes.
I didn't even know it existed.
Oh.
You didn't know? Cool. Oh, man. You're in for a treat, or at least you were, and then you watched it.
Yeah, we have one friend that constantly says, Jamaican bobsled team, or something like that. And then Craig hears about this movie, and he's amazed. He's floored.
No. I mean, I was aware of the Jamaican bobsled team. I just wasn't aware there was a movie.
Oh my god. How do you hear about the team and not the movie? I only knew about the team because of the movie.
Because you just hear about it. It's a popular culture thing. You know, people are aware of the Jamaican bobsled team because of the reason that they were in it. For the reason that this movie is a movie. You know, they were the underdogs. People didn't expect them to do it because there's no snow in Jamaica. It's a thing.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't have counted them out.
Well, that was the plot of the movie. And it's also, like, the reason...
Bunch of bigots.
Oh my god.
What?
They're not being bigots for thinking that they can't bobsled because there's no snow.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
So everyone thought they were the underdogs. That's literally the story of the film. And they proved them wrong.
No, they didn't.
Spoilers!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right, let's stop talking about the film and let's start talking about the film.
Okay, I like this. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't take many notes because I saw this 2 times. I felt like I didn't need notes.
Yeah, besides, it's a real life story. Everyone knows this story. It's fine.
I don't know character names, so that might be a problem though. I mean, they're a collective group anyway, right?
They're a team.
Yeah, so it's fine.
I already mean all of Jamaica, you're racist.
No. Just the 4 guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And John Candy.
Yeah, the bobsled team with John Candy. So, we start off our story with one Jamaican guy who really wants a gold medal for some reason. I think his dad had one and he wanted one too.
Oh, his dad was in the Olympics and he was born to be an Olympian, so he's training for this moment all of his life. It's not necessarily to get a gold medal, it's to compete in the Olympics. Yeah.
And so, he really wants to figure out how to get a gold medal. And there's John Candy.
No, he knows how to figure out how to get a gold medal.
Yeah, because
he's been running all of his life. He's going to He's going to try out to join the Jamaican Olympic team for track.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But he talks to John Candy, who already had 2 medals.
You're skipping all of the movie.
What'd I skip?
All the part where he goes to try out to be a track star. I don't know anything about the Olympics. I don't know anything about sports, clearly. But he's a running man who does a good run.
Now,
and they're having the tryouts today to join the Jamaican Olympic team with a bunch of other boys. And he's standing there on the track field. It's him, a shorter gentleman who is, his daddy got money. He's our Carlton. And then there's a muscular, intimidating gentleman next to them. Okay. And now our main character has a bit of a reputation for being, the speed demon that he is. I'm sure a big part of that is what.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, continue.
I feel like calling him Carlton is offensive.
No, Craig.
I don't see how that's offensive.
Yeah. They actually took these character archetypes from other shows featuring, black folk.
The character Carlton is based off of this character.
Yeah, we have Carlton there. And then we also have the other dude with the egg. He's actually based off of Waldo, Geraldo, Geraldo, or whatever from Family Matters.
Waldo, Geraldo, Faldo.
Yes, Waldo, Geraldo, Faldo.
Yeah.
And I don't know about the other 2 guys, but there's something.
Dougie Doug?
Yeah, Dougie Doug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know who that is.
No, Dougie Doug is the guy who...
I guess. Is that who you're talking about?
Yes. I feel like his name is like Shaka in this movie, but we can call him Waldo, Geraldo, Faldo.
Or Dougie Doug.
I'm fine with calling him his God-given Christian name, Dougie Doug. Either way works for me.
That darn cat.
I'm flexible.
I had to look that up. I'm like, I know the name Dougie Doug from another movie that we watched because Casca said it a bunch of times.
Yeah, it's that darn cat. That darn Dougie.
Continue.
I would love to, but now I can't remember what I was saying because you guys.
You were talking about the men on the team. You got the Carlton.
Carlton, the Carlton type. I'm sorry. What did you say, Craig?
They're about to do the race. That's where they're at.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you for clarifying. Once I got my footholes into the holes, the foothold holes. So yeah, they're doing the race. And again, the Carlton gentleman is in between them, and he's telling them, "Wow, I recognize you. You're gonna be great. It's an honor just to run with you, sir." Really buttering up our main character. And they shoot the starter's pistol, and it's time to run. And our Carlton guy, terrible form, ends up falling down, tripping, and making the 2 guys next to him fall as well. And because of this, he doesn't actually get our main character doesn't get to qualify for the Olympic team. Neither do the other 2. The guy who fell and the muscular gentleman he tripped. Okay.
This when John Candy comes in?
A little soon. Okay, so our main character is not going to take this lying down. It was unfair. So he's talking about the guy who's like the head of the Olympic Association for Jamaica. And he's trying to convince him like, hey, we got to redo the running, the test again. Because it wasn't fair. But then the guy explains life isn't fair. Okay? And in this guy's office, there's a picture of the main character's father. And he's hanging out with this John Candy when he was in his, I guess, 20s, 30s. A very young-looking gentleman with 2 gold medals. And he explains this photo to the main character. And he says, oh, that's Timmy Tommy Bobepski. I don't remember his name. Craig,
John
please,
Candy.
what's his name? John Candy.
That's
Mr. John Candy, world famous bobsledder.
We don't know. I don't remember any of the names other than.
It's okay. It's okay.
No,
I assumed you're on IMDb because you're the guy in the computer. That's like your role here.
He's the man in the tower.
No, I assume you're always there. Again, and then maybe that's on me.
You guys don't like me being there.
I love you being there. Don't listen to Richard. Richard is the guy we let quote unquote drive the pod because it makes him feel important and stops him from whining too much. But don't actually listen to anything he says because then we're gonna have nothing. You should know this by now. We've been doing this for about a year now. Irv. His name was just Irv. All right, Irv.
And the main character is Derice.
Derice, that's it. Thank you. See, that's what we need the man in the computer.
Junior is our
okay,
Carlton.
No, that's fine. You don't have to go everything. You don't need to exposition.
This is why he can't be the computer guy. Stop calling him the computer guy, or I'm turning this pod around.
He's the computer guy, and he has to know when to chime in with the information. Okay.
We need to help him with that a lot.
No, it's fine. It's fine. He doesn't need an exposition dump it. It's okay. This is a learning process, right? He just figured out what his role was, which is weird.
He's getting there.
He's getting there. It's okay, man. All right. So again, and he explains a story about Irv. Irv was a pal of his dad's, and what he wanted to do was get Irv to switch teams here. He shouldn't be a track boy. He should come bobsled with him and start his own Jamaican team, because track runners are great bobsled runners. But the dad ultimately turned it down. Now, Doris has this brilliant idea saying, hey, I can get into the Olympics now. I just gotta find this Irv who just coincidentally happens to live in Jamaica for whatever reason.
I gotta chime in here.
He got exiled.
This is what confuses me, right? He's all ready to start a bobsled team to get into the Winter Olympics, but he just tried out for the Summer Olympics. I'm so confused because they're every 2 years. They're different, right?
Yeah.
So and the Winter Olympics apparently is just around the corner. How could he even get into the Winter Olympics if he was trying out 2 years before the summer to get into the Summer Olympics?
Because the reason why, Craig, is because everyone in Jamaica wants to be on the track team for the Olympics, so they start the process early. No one wants to be on the Jamaica bobsled team, so they just have open positions all the time. They don't have to do tryouts. Because right now they're just weeding out the bad seeds.
Also, you're forgetting that the Winter Olympics are a joke. They let anyone compete in those. They don't care.
They let John Candy in.
Yeah, they let John Candy in to tell you everything you need to know about the Winter Olympics.
But he wasn't even the winter. He was a boxer. Isn't that the summer? I guess.
What? No, he was.
What?
What did he do? He was not a
bobsledder.
No, he wasn't. He didn't say he was a bobsledder.
Craig, he cheated.
Did you watch the movie?
I swear he said he
What?
boxed. How do you cheat in bobsled?
I'm a boxer. And, oh my god, now he's spoiling the rest of the movie.
Craig. I want you to repeat after me. Boxer.
No.
Bobsledder.
Got him.
There's boxer and bobsledder.
Also, Richard, stop doing whatever the dumb thing you're doing. Craig, how did he cheat at boxing?
I don't know.
Steroids? He put weights in his gloves.
He put weights in his gloves to make his fists faster.
He's Rock Lee.
Rock Lee is not a cheater. What are you saying?
Well, then he dropped the weights.
Well, yeah, that's to make him slower. This is the opposite.
No, you're right. Rock Lee's a cheater.
Yeah, I can't even believe you said that.
Oh, he was a disco guy. Yeah.
So yeah,
I swear they called him a boxer. Look, I was tired when I was watching it last night, and
Craig, it's okay, bud.
And I know I fell asleep during a chunk of it. So
maybe Craig, don't worry, this happens. Okay.
Oh my god. It's the fact that just the idea that they go to disgraced Olympic boxer.
I just thought he was a big time Olympian.
Wild to me.
Who was really who just was like a top athlete.
Boxing is his hobby, but bobsledding, that's his life.
Oh, I like this alternative movie history.
Alternative. Oh my god, I can't speak. Can we just continue with the movie? It's your turn, Richard. I think I caught you up with what you were trying to say.
Yes. So the Jamaican dude, he wants one of John Candy's medals.
Doris.
Yeah,
they're all Jamaican dudes.
Yeah, they're all Jamaican dudes.
Yeah. So okay. Doris?
Yeah, Doris.
Okay. I'm gonna have to say it one more time and then it'll be natural.
You got it.
So Doris goes to John Candy's house trying to get a medal, and John Candy says, yeah, I got some medals. It was great back in the day, but you got to earn these, and I can't help you get one. So, sorry, buddy. But then, the one dude, I don't know his name, the egg-kissing boy, what's his name?
Dougie Doug.
Dougie Doug.
Sanka. We're going to keep calling him Dougie.
Dougie, yeah.
Yeah.
Dougie Doug, he just decides that he wants to just keep on, inflating John Candy's ego, so he keeps calling him Sled God. And eventually,
did we talk about how Dougie Doug is the best push car guy?
He's the best push card guy in all of Jamaica.
Yeah, that's, you know.
We could have brought it up earlier.
We should have brought it up
later,
earlier.
When it's more natural, when he actually joins the team.
Yeah. Oh.
But we can talk about it now if you want.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, let's do it.
We skipped it, is what I was saying.
I mean, yeah, but we're gonna get back to it. I mean, again, there's ways to do this. You gotta trust.
Craig, do you want to tell us more
trust
about
Rich.
his? Craig-
Don't trust. Don't. I'm not asking you to trust him. I'm asking you to trust me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But I still want to go back. Craig, tell us more about the early life of Pushcart Bob or whatever his name was.
Shaka.
Shaka.
Sanka.
Dougie Doug. Yeah.
He's a great push car guy, which is basically like bobsledding down the road.
Craig. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was about to say, I was hoping you could explain what pushcart was. But yeah, it's bobsledding down the road. We're good. I used to do it back in the day. But
wait, you used to do what?
Yeah, dude. It's like what we did because we had these things that we could build and had wheels, and then we would just push each other down the hill, and we'd have a fun time.
Wasn't that more
It's
like
basically like laying down on a skateboard or luging.
I'm trying to think. What do they call them? The Pine Hill Derby stuff.
No, Pine Hill is the little thing where you build the little cars.
Yeah,
You're talking
and they're
about
sitting in
the
car.
Yeah, you build a car. You build like a car and just go down the.
Actually, it's just like Mario Kart Double Dash.
It's done. Yep, there you go.
It's a little different.
It's the same.
But you
got
just
a
go
kid
down
in
a
the
hill.
front,
It's
you
not
got a
motorized.
guy in the back.
But it's Mario Kart Double Dash.
It's Mario Kart Double Dash.
No items.
You don't know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Sanka
I don't.
definitely had an egg on him. So
Yeah, he definitely had an egg.
But he didn't use the egg. He just kept it for the next race.
But he's called conserving your egg, man. You never
He
like
knew he
held
was- he
onto
thought
a
he was-
mushroom
he knew he was
so you
gonna
can
win.
use it at
He
the
was just
precise
like-
moment a blue shell comes so you can avoid it.
if you're in first, do you use that red shell? No.
No, come on.
I mean, sometimes you just hold it behind you.
You
But-
think he's gonna hold his egg behind him?
I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know this guy's
Ridiculous.
strategies. I don't know how Jamaica plays. I mean, I kind of know how they play, but that's besides the point. Can I continue with my movie?
I mean, I know for a fact you didn't watch it because we were playing Borderlands at the time while you were watching it. So,
I only watched
Also-
a little bit of it.
Also explains why you completely skipped the first part of the movie.
I mean, I'm going to be skipping other parts of the movie, probably.
Probably because you were still playing Borderlands.
No. The first 5 to 10 minutes I was playing Borderlands. The other half of the movie I was doing other things.
You know, I've
Whacking
been
off.
hearing complaints about how the fact that none of us know have actually watched the movie.
Oh no, I watch the movie all the time.
I do too, but I think we're being dragged down with the ship.
I don't know about
What
that.
do you mean?
By the
Who's telling you these things?
The fans.
I don't want to name.
I can't. I'm not allowed to name names. What are you talking
I know.
about?
I'm not asking you for names. And you can't tell me the fans because that's no one.
Close friend of
Okay.
the pod.
I was
Close
part
friend-
of this
Close
conversation at
friends
the
of
time.
pod?
Casca.
Oh, okay.
I
you were
was part of the
it. You were
conversation
there.
when this was brought up. You know what movie he complained about?
What's that?
Star Wars Episode 5.
Oh
you know,
my
that
God.
wonderful masterpiece where they
Oh
took
my-
two separate stories and just jumbled them into
Stop.
one movie.
Stop. Okay. So yeah, this is meaningless critique that you shouldn't be listening to, Craig. You should know better.
Craig, apologize.
No, you don't watch the movies.
We
No,
watched
yeah,
the
Richard
movies.
doesn't. I watch them. Although Star Wars, it's hard. I do my best though.
Yeah. I mean, I
mean,
watched
he's in
them all.
episode 5. I don't know which one that is.
That's the one after the first one, in which like Luke is going to go train with Yoda or something, I think,
Oh my god, yeah,
and then Han Solo just abuses Princess Leia.
yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah, so you know, that's the movie we apparently didn't watch.
Classic Han, watch your solo.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause he's gonna drug you.
Can I go back to my movie now?
You could try, but
Okay, John Candy, he eventually gets, like, you know, convinced into agreeing to be the coach for the Jamaican bobsled team. But this guy, Darius, is his name Darius?
Yes.
it wasn't, we would have stopped you.
Okay. Dries, he has to now find a ragtag group of Jamaicans in order to form the Jamaican bobsled team. And he does.
Congratulations, movie's over.
No, it's not over, but
Wrap
it's
it up,
like
boys. We did it.
the next thing I have is that they're trying to raise money.
Oh
so,
my god! All right, should I jump in here? Or are you gonna skip to them raising money?
I mean, if you want to talk about the people,
I'm gonna talk about the people a little bit. 'Cause
yes.
This is, guess what? It's important to know the team for the sports movie.
Sorry, I just hit the main points.
Yeah, I don't even know if you did that much, but it's okay, bud. I'm gonna hop in here. So yeah, it's time to get our team together. And Dries knows his good old friend Dougie Doug here is the best push car driver in all of Jamaica. So of course he's gonna get him on the team. That's 2 boys. Problem is, bobsledding's a 4-man sport. We gotta get 2 more boys.
Wait.
Let's go ahead and call a meeting over at the old Jamaican town hall.
Wait. Question
What?
here.
Yeah,
I need a bobsledding expert.
Okay.
Someone who actually watched the movie. Thank you, Kafka.
Okay.
So, bobsledding. Why do you
certainly
need
not going to
4...
be you, or else you wouldn't be asking.
Well, I watched the movie, but okay.
Okay.
So, we have 4 members of the team.
Yeah.
There's the guy in front, he's the driver. There's the guy in back, he's the brake man. But what do the other 2 people do aside from pushing the sled in the beginning?
Balance.
They're just dead weight?
They're there for balance.
Are they supposed to shift?
Yeah, they shift. You don't see them shifting?
I may have heard more of the movie than I saw of the movie.
Oh my god.
But
Or
thank
just,
you for elaborating.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go back to talking about... Certainly not your movie. You didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I can tell you about my version of the movie.
Yeah, no, I'd rather not. I heard parts of your version. I was not impressed.
Okay,
It didn't have the same heart that this one did. But okay, so we need 2 more boys. Town hall meeting. Bunch of people show up. Mr. Candy shows him a nice video about the dangers of bobsledding. It has just absolutely horrifying line that just kind of shakes me personally to my core. And it's that, you don't break your bones in a bobsled. You shatter them. Which is just the mental image of that is
It's foreshadowing.
It's horrific. It is foreshadowing as well. So of course this makes this whole room full of people just get up and go.
The way they do it is really good, though.
It's good, yeah. They turn the lights off to play the video. They show the video. Mr. Candy's talking. You see him. Cut the lights back on. Everyone's gone.
Except for Dougie Doug sitting in the center of the room.
Yeah, with the projector. It's fun.
He just kind of he turns for a second. He's like, "What? Where'd everybody go?"
It's a funny movie, guys. This was one of the top grossing
Sports film.
sports comedy films.
Wait, was this better than Happy Gilmore?
I don't know.
It's probably not top grossing anymore.
It was one of at the time, yeah.
And Happy Gilmore probably at this point, if you're including residuals of replay on television and shit, that movie's probably way over.
That being said, though, they played a lot of Cool Runnings on TV as well.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Greg, you're the computer man. You got to figure this out.
I don't think he does.
This isn't important.
I think it's so unimportant to anything.
Oh, okay.
We're just going to continue. So that's what happens.
Why does he have a computer then?
We have a late comer. Because then you question whether or not you should call the character Dries.
Oh, okay.
And it turns out it's our muscle man from earlier, whose name is... Oh my god. I think it's like Vol
Brenner.
or something.
Yul Brenner.
Yul Brenner. And he's down for the team because this boy, he doesn't really care about anything other than getting off this island. And he knows this bobsled team is his one and only shot.
I know this guy. He has a dream. Can I talk about his dream?
No.
You want to talk about it now rather
Doesn't
than
happen
later?
now.
It
Oh,
happens
oops.
After a bit. Don't be Craig with the top pushcar racer, Richard.
I was talking, look,
Let
my
these
thing
things
came
come up
earlier.
organically.
I just want to talk about the castle.
Too bad.
Okay, continue.
So he's already in. Boom. That's 3 of 4, baby. One more person has to walk through that door. Everyone holds their breath. And there he is. Junior himself, the Carlton of our story. And I think he trips and falls on over the desk and goes, "Ah!" And everyone trips on him too. It's a whole little spiel. It's great. And we have our ragtag team of misfits.
Jamaicans.
Okay. I feel like at this point it goes without saying that they're all Jamaican.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Continue. Or do I continue?
I think I've covered our team now, and I think it's passing it back to you, bud.
Okay, guys. We have our team. But the thing is, what does the team need? They need money. You know why they need money? I do. Because they need a sled. They need the gear. They need the equipment. And they gotta travel. They gotta travel the world so they can bobsled for everyone in the world. And they can,
No, they just gotta go to Canada,
Yeah.
where the
but it
Olympic
costs money.
tryouts are held. Yeah. Again, I'm just clarifying why they need the money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. They decide, well, I guess John Candy, he goes for sponsorships. Or maybe someone else does.
I don't think John Candy does anything.
Oh, okay. Well, they try to get sponsors at local grocery stores or something. They set up kissing booths. They start street performing. They do everything. And guys, they almost made it to their goal because they got like 1,000 monies.
Out of the 20,000 they needed.
That's like 5%? Yeah, 5%. But they're a little disheartened because they thought, maybe it'd be easier if you're like on an Olympic team, but guess not. So that's why we have the main plot of the movie. They need to get the money to go to the Olympics.
It's not the main plot of the movie at all. This issue's resolved almost immediately.
How?
Junior comes by and he goes, "Hey guys, I sold my car. Here's the money."
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's it. Junior sells his car. That's it. And they get the money. And they were like, "Well, we can't take this from you, Junior." He's like, "No, it's fine. I'm the whole reason you guys can't really make it to the Olympics to begin with. It's only fair." And they're all like, "Whoa, it was real nice of your dad letting you sell the car like that." And he goes, "Oh, man, he doesn't know. Are you kidding me? Oh, he'd killed me. Oh, no, he thinks that I lent the car to a friend and I'm going to the States to apply for a job or something." His father got him a job. They're very well
Plot
off
point
people.
number 1. Junior, he wants to just be a bobsledding man, but his dad wants him to be a good business boy and go to college, or maybe he already went to college. And the thing is, Junior, he's not telling his dad anything, so his dad's going to be kind of pissed, and you can tell that this is going to bite him in the ass later on, so we'll save him for later. But now that they have the money, we got to train, we got to get ready, and John Candy, he's all like, "Holy shit, guys, you got my money," and let's train. So they're push carting, they're getting in trouble with the police, it's fine. They go to ice rinks, they have a good time there. But the ice rink, that was like my favorite bit.
And by ice rink, he means they fly to Canada.
Wait,
I
what?
was gonna say, yeah, that's later on.
There's
They're
no
already
ice
in
rinks in
Canada.
Jamaica.
Are you
At least
sure?
Not at this time, and I'm
Yeah,
positive.
you're jumping ahead.
Yeah, nothing new there though.
Okay, well, I have... okay, do they get their sled? When do they get their sled?
In Canada.
In Canada.
Can we go to Canada?
Sure, but it'd be nice if you say we're going to Canada.
We're going to Canada, boys!
Perfect.
That's where the money. That's why they had the money, because that's what they needed the money for.
Yeah, to get to Canada.
Did they have any, like, wacky adventures on the plane?
No, but they had wacky adventures entering Canada because it's so cold and they're so not used to it.
I like when they
opened
were on the
door.
ice.
I liked when they opened the door.
It's
And
fun.
they all just stood there, and then Dougie Duck goes back and he puts on like 10 layers of clothes and then walks back.
And then he puts the bag on him. He wears a duffel bag outside. It's fun.
Now, do they get the shitty sled?
Wow, that's rude.
Sorry, now do they get their sled?
Well, John Candy pulls some strings. He knows some people around here, and he had a guy who owes him a favor, so he was able to get a pretty decent bobsled on the cheap with the remaining $5,000 they had laying around. And by pretty decent, I mean it's got character.
I mean, I'd use a different adjective.
It's more or less a rusty tin can with handles.
Yeah, but you can fit a bunch of boys in there if you
can
wanted
fit
to.
4 men, kinda.
Oh, sorry.
It's a little tight, but you can fit them if you tried.
Was that an issue?
I mean, they have a hard time getting into it.
I mean, this is their first time. Like, you know.
Well, I mean, they didn't have a problem with the push car, the 4-man push car they made.
Yeah, but they made it. This one,
Yeah.
like, you know, it's not theirs. They gotta finesse it a little.
You think John Candy would, get it as real as close to an actual bobsled as they could?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And he did his best, so now we have everything that we need. We have a team, we have a Canada, and we have a bobsled. Let's go. Is this where they train?
Which time?
Okay, in my movie, I said they raise money, they train, they get a sled, they train some more. These notes are hard to read.
Yeah.
The movie was hard to follow.
It really wasn't if you watched it.
Usually that's what helps.
Your turn.
My turn?
Or Craig's turn.
Craig, would you like to take a stab at this?
Where were we?
They got their tin can.
They made it to Canada. They got their tin can. And now it's time to train some more.
That's what they're doing the training to get on the they're doing the on the ice.
Can I talk about this? I like it when they're on the ice.
All right, Richard, you want it back? I guess
Yes.
you can have the ball back, but Craig's taking it right back after you stop talking about the ice.
Okay, I can do this. Okay, so John Candy wants to take all of his boys out for a fun night of going to an ice rink. And this is also to kind of prepare them, because I guess that when you're bobsledding, you start off on ice. So they just got to get their feet used to it. And they get onto the ice rink, and they're having a wacky time. And it's like, these boys don't really get it, do they? But that's okay, because eventually they will. But, we gotta stop for now, because it's time for practice. And we get a bunch of hockey boys coming onto the rink. And, like, we have one guy just doing, like a dive right off the ice. And we have another boy that I think maybe gets clobbered by a guy. But then we have, like, T-Bone or whatever his name was. He just, like, stands up to, like, one of the hockey players and, like, pushes him on the ground.
His name was not T-Bone.
What was it?
Either Yule or Brenner, or whatever you want to call him. Yule is his first name.
Yule?
Yule.
Brennard, yes.
Like the log?
Y-U-L.
Yeah, with minus the E.
Yule?
Yule.
Yule. Like you will. Like that contraction?
Like Yule, but in Jamaican.
Yule.
Yule.
Yule. Did I get it?
Sure. Call him Brennard.
Brennard. Okay.
Oh, it's
Wait.
Brenner.
Call him Brenner.
B-R-E-N-N-E-R.
Brenner. I got it. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I feel like I clobbered I didn't
Oh
clobber.
my god. The muscle
Butchered.
man stands there, and then the big hockey guy tries to push him over, but the muscle man is so dense, the hockey man falls. But because Brenner can't stand on the ice himself pretty well, he then ends up falling of his own accord. You
I'm
happy?
done talking about the ice.
That's what I thought. I'm glad you interrupted the whole thing. Craig, you go, buddy. Talk about their startup practice.
That was practice.
No, they're starting the startup practice when they practice starting the bobsled.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I think this might have been where I was falling asleep.
Oh no.
Do you want me to go back to my notes?
Go for it.
Is this tryouts?
No,
Sure.
no
We'll
weren't
call
they
it
just
that.
on the ice
I
again?
mean, I feel like they're still practicing.
They're still
but-
practicing? Yeah.
Fine, you do it, Casca. Apparently me and Craig can't put a movie together.
No, you can't. So the boys are learning the hard way that doing the startup on ice is not exactly the same as doing it on the road, and they're having a hard time. The difference is this time they are doing it in front of all the Olympic teams, and they're being ridiculed hard, mainly by the German team, because you have Heinz on Guberstein, and he's the guy to beat. Everyone loves him. But because of that, he's got like the biggest head in the world.
He's like
And
the Tobey
doing
Maguire
nothing.
of the movie.
He's like the Tobey Maguire of the movie. And you want to root for him because, he's the zebra in the race, but That zebra's got attitude, man. So he's the biggest talent, but he's also the biggest asshole. As I think I think the movie said asshole. I was like, whoa, I was taken a little back by that. Potty language. That's okay. It's okay, I get it. Different time period. 94, 92, one of those.
They
don't
can
want to
say those
asshole.
things.
You can say those things back then. Now we know better.
Mm-hmm.
We know better. It's this in the accents. We don't do them anymore.
Yeah. We learned, we've grown, we're better people
evolved.
for it.
That's right. So yeah, here we have our antagonist. Bum bum bum. And we also learn about the Swiss team, who Derice very much looks up to, because they're a finely oiled, well-tuned bobsledding machine. Okay?
And they make the pocket knives.
And they make the little pocket knives. And he also goes to the point where, in order to, because, you're starting up your bobsled, everyone has to be on the same page. So they do a countdown. And he's doing it in German to kind of mimic his heroes. And that becomes important later. But yeah, so eventually they kind of get it down. They figure out what they're doing after a lot of hard work. And the boys end up at a bar. Richard, you want to take it back from here?
I can try. So they end up going to a bar, and they end up having a really good time. But
Hold on, specifically, I think this is super important.
Am I saying the important thing?
It's a Canadian cowboy bar.
Yeah, this had me very confused. This part I would see. This was today when I picked up the movie and finished it today. I was awake.
So okay. So Craig can actually take it from here.
Craig can take it back.
So they're at this. Yes, this for some reason there's a Canadian cowboy bar where they're singing like country songs, and they're got hats, and they're
all wearing
square dancing and
flannel, and
they're all wearing flannel, and it's very, very strange that this is in Canada.
You see images of like longhorns in the bathroom and in the restaurant, and I'm sure there's got to be a mechanical bull somewhere in there. I'm so lost as to why they're at a Canadian cowboy bar, but I've never been to Canada. So if y'all been to Canada, can you please speak up? Is this like a thing?
Here's the best part about it is everybody in that bar seems to fit really well in with this, clearly not of their culture type of thing. It seems like they're all from, the country. But they make it very like Dougie Doug is the standout because he doesn't know what's going on. When
he's having such a good time.
But he is having a great time regardless. They're all enjoying it, but he's still like clearly the one who's just kind of like he's learning basically.
Your classic fish out of water.
He's still a fish out of water, but they're all enjoying his company.
Yeah, he's a charming guy. He gets a lucky little.
But in reality, they all should be fish out of water in this.
What do you know about Canadian cowboys, Craig?
I know nothing.
That's right.
Shall I continue?
I know someone we can ask about this, but I can't name names.
Yeah. Whoa. Yes, because a lot of good it's gonna do by saying his name now. What is he gonna hear? That we said his name and call up because he just sensed it?
Yes.
Okay, let's try it.
I don't know how to say names.
No, please, this one instance, I'll allow it, because according to you, he's gonna call your cell phone as soon as you say his name and answer your question.
Oh, no, I just said, I didn't mean to ask him now, I just meant in general. Could ask him.
And you think he won't be able to identify himself by the sheer act of being someone familiar with Canada who also happens to know you?
What?
You don't think very highly of this guy, do you?
That went over my head too.
Oh my God, really? You really don't think that this gentleman can't pick up the context of he's someone who knows Craig and also is well versed in Canada?
Rich knows. You know this person. We all know this person.
I don't
Canadian.
know I got nothing.
What do we do?
I'm not allowed to say names.
I don't know why you insist on having to say his name.
We're not. We're done.
He doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know who you're referring to.
Who's he?
Hello.
Your Canadian friends.
Oh. Whatever. I'm very confused. Can you continue with the movie? God.
No, you're continuing with the movie.
I don't know where we're at.
I left the pilot thing. Yeah.
Oh, well then.
Big scene.
So then German boy, who, by the way, his name is Joseph?
Yusuf?
Or Yosef. It's a Josef.
Joseph.
Yusuf.
Joseph Gruel.
Yusuf Gru.
And he says, "Hey, you Jamaicans, you guys stink at bobsledding, and we're gonna beat you," or something to that degree. I don't know.
Can you do it with a German accent?
I can't do a German accent.
You can or you won't.
I don't know how.
Oh, that's fine.
Have you ever seen that Simpsons episode where they're going to the land of chocolate?
The land of chocolate. Yeah,
it's kind of like
one.
that.
Oh, Homer, we are from the land of chocolate.
Wait, are they from Germany?
The Germans were buying the power plant. And Homer was talking about how he was distracted because he was trying to get a chocolate bar out of a candy machine or something. And that's why he was late. And he was like, "Oh, Homer, you don't have to tell me. We're from the land of chocolate." You know, it's a nice scene. And then he goes, "The land of chocolate." And, you know, he has his little fantasy where he starts drooling all over the place. And the guy looks very uncomfortable. Guys, I like The Simpsons. You know that was a good show?
I'm not familiar.
Ah, you're crazy.
What?
Anyway, you
saw
can
an
continue.
episode.
Oh, he did. Wait, did he see an episode? He saw a short.
I saw the Halloween or the treehouse.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Can we not talk about that?
Okay.
Let's talk
we don't
about the
have to.
movie.
So Josef Gruel is telling, he says, "Oh, you guys suck at bobsledding. We're gonna kick your butts." And then so he's telling our boy Junior that he's weak or something like that. I don't know. And then they get in their face, and then what's his name? Yule stands up, and but then Joseph backs down because he's an imposing presence. He's a big dude.
And then all of Yusuf's friends are like congratulating him for telling off the little man, and I just like to back down as soon as someone who's some opposition to him. It just immediately turns tail and runs. And they're like, "Hey, great job there, Yusuf." It's so stupid.
So, but meanwhile, doesn't he have to go? Like, didn't he get a letter to go back home?
Junior runs off to the bathroom.
Junior runs off to the bathroom, yeah. But did he get the letter yet?
The letter comes a little bit after.
Okay, so he goes to the bathroom.
Or it came before all this. I can't remember.
I think it came before all this because
it might have came before all this.
Because at this point, he's basically upset with himself that he doesn't have the ability to stand up for himself, not only to this guy, but to his own father, because his father wants him to go back home to work this job instead of, doing what he wants, which is bobsledding. So, Yule follows him into the bathroom and talks to him and pumps him up, and he says something to him. He says something about, you look in the mirror and what do you see in yourself? Something about you see pride and a badass man.
A pride, power, and a badass who takes no guff from no one.
Yeah.
And they get a little bonding experience here. And you're probably thinking,
who said this?
Yule said this to Junior. And then Junior repeats
Wasn't
it to
it John
himself.
Candy?
No.
Because John Candy's supposed to say that it's not the metal that makes the man, but the man who makes the metal.
No, he doesn't say that either.
He doesn't say that anyway.
And that also comes a lot later.
Yeah.
So thanks for interrupting with nothing yet you understand. And I was just about to toss the ball to you. But you just couldn't just sit there. I was about to give you the ball because I was about to mention, for the whole movie, Yule has hated this man, all right? Mm-hmm. He was the one who ruined his big chance of just running and just getting off this island immediately instead of having to learn how to bobsled for 3 months and doing it this weird, ridiculous way. But they had this nice bonding experience when Yule opens up about what he wants to get out of life. And he just happens to want to live in a palace.
Buckingham Palace. He's gonna marry the queen.
He's gonna marry the queen.
Once he's a famous or something, then he can.
Once he's a famous. No, he's been holding this postcard or something with him this whole time, and that's been his dream, to live in a palace like this, or specifically this palace. That's his end goal here. And then someone explains to him that's Buckingham Palace, pal. You're not gonna live there. The Queen lives there. So unless you're marrying her, you're screwed.
I think this happens before the bar.
Yeah, I know. I was going back and explaining it as to why they're building this relationship up. And during this time, Junior stands up for Yule, Mr. Bernard Brenner. That's his name. And he says, "You know what? My father started off in a one-room shack, and he built this empire. You know, he has one of the biggest mansions in all of Kingston. If you're willing to put the work in and you have enough push and desire, you can do whatever the heck you want." So, you know, he really pumps him up in this scene where, you know, Yule is feeling a little bit down. And this is Yule returning the favor. And they're really building that camaraderie that comes with, you know, being part of a team.
Specifically a Jamaican bobsled team.
I think that comes with any team, really. You gotta want teamwork.
No, it's a little different.
I don't think it is.
Because these guys have to drive in a bobsled together.
So did the other ones, and they're not from Jamaica.
What?
The other bobsledding teams that aren't from Jamaica,
Uh-huh.
they're also driving a bobsled.
Do you want me to take the ball from here? Sounds like you're having
No,
trouble.
I'm not. I think you are. I think you're having so much trouble.
Let me save face!
You can't. It's impossible.
Okay.
You're doing such a bad job.
Okay.
Okay. Also, we're not done with the bar scene. It's time to go out. Time to confront Yosef with, with Junior's big words saying, "Hey, stop being so mean." To which Yosef responds by pushing him to the ground.
Wait,
So,
this
of
dude's
course-
an asshole.
What happened?
This dude's an asshole.
Oh, he's
Clearly.
one of the biggest assholes. They
I
said
didn't
that
get
earlier.
that from the movie.
Because you didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to you trying to save face?
Continue.
So Yule gets involved and goes, "You know what? How about I say something to you?" Then, right in the face. And this, of course, because this happens to be a bar, and it's also a bar filled with cowboys, it turns into an all-out brawl.
Canadian Cowboys.
Canadian cowboy brawl.
Dougie Doug just sees what's going on, leaves his little hoedown dance that he was doing, and just jumps into the pile.
Screaming yeehaw. With a cowboy hat he did steal from a lady.
Well,
His
she had
dad's partner.
his hat.
Well, yeah, they traded hats, but I don't think it was supposed to be for keeps. You know, probably exchange it later that night.
Oh, yeah, that's what girls do, right? Like they
Yeah,
take your hoodie.
They take your hoodie, and then when you have sexual intercourse, you trade it back.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
My turn?
If you think you can.
Is it time for tryouts? Or wait, did we already
Oh,
do
my
tryouts?
God.
Your turn. The thing is, my notes are laid out in a way in which there's a lot of times that they're bobsledding and a lot of times that they're training. And those
Yeah,
were
bud, because
basically...
that's the movie.
I know, those are the points that I called out, so it's all blurring together.
But that's the problem, though, because of course you can boil the movie down to there's bobsledding and there's training, but there's the nuances and the events that happen during these periods that make them important.
Yeah, I didn't write those down.
I know you didn't.
That's kind of why I'm
That's why
struggling.
your notes are worthless.
I can go to Wikipedia.
Great, that's gonna help. That's gonna save the day.
Is it? Okay, let me
No,
get there.
It's not.
No, it will. Let me
So,
try.
So it's time for Derice to scold these boys because let's face it, they started an all-out brawl and with other Olympians. All right, there's no way people aren't going to talk about this. All right, they're already kind of in the poo, as it were, because they haven't been welcomed thus far, and they're just making it harder for themselves. And Derice is, of course, bringing more attention back to the Swiss. Always with the Swiss. Look at these guys. They're not out there. They're not picking fights. They're studying up. We have to do this. You have to get your act together, boys.
And then what?
Oh, who's that at the door? Who's that at the door?
Who?
Craig, who's that at the door?
No,
Come
no,
on
not
in.
again. Not again.
Craig,
No.
Craig, who's that at the door?
Nobody's
Wait,
at the door. I'm not answering the door.
I'm answering it.
Answer it, Richard!
Hello?
Hello, it is I, Junior Senior, and I've come to take my boy back.
Oh, thank God.
I don't know what you were afraid
I
of.
thought it was going to be Eddie Murphy again.
No, I mean,
Why are you afraid of Eddie Murphy?
Every time the door knocks. Recently,
Eddie Murphy just waiting to get in.
I'm just recently I've had a bad experience with Eddie Murphy knocking at the door.
What did Eddie Murphy do to you?
It's nothing that he did to me that I did to him.
My God, what did you do to Mr. Murphy?
I don't know. Apparently horrible things.
That's why we're here to learn, Craig.
That's right.
Learn and grow. Happy
It's not
Black
about-
History Month, everyone.
It's not about forgetting, it's about accepting and acknowledging and moving on.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Continue.
Me?
Someone.
Okay, so sure. Junior Senior comes by, and he's trying to take his son back. And he pulls him out of the room, drags him to the elevator, and says, I'm sick of this.
Wait, the name is DeRice. Sorry, I'm on the Wikipedia page.
It's what?
DERICE.
What do we say?
DeRice.
Okay, it's
I
probably
feel like that could be
Derice.
pronounced Derice.
Eh.
I don't think it is. Is it pronounced Derice? Does it say?
Whatever.
That? I don't remember.
I'm turning my
Seems like
computer off.
Seems like a weird time to start nitpicking at the name.
Okay.
Especially when it can be pronounced that way as well.
Sorry. Okay, stop. I'm off Wikipedia.
Thank you. That's why you're not the man at the computer.
I'm here to listen.
Accept that.
I'm here to listen and learn and accept and move on. Whatever
Start
we
taking
said.
notes, buddy. So yes, he drags his son out. He says, that's it. We're done. I asked you before politely, but now you're going to listen. All right? And Junior finally decides it's time to stand up to Junior Senior. And he says to his father, he says, Papa, look at me. Look at me right now and tell me what you see.
I see a damn fool.
Continue.
That's it. That's all he said.
No, he doesn't say that. He says, I see a lost little boy who doesn't know what he's doing. And he's so lucky he has a father who knows what's best for him. Now get in the elevator, Junior. And Junior goes, no, Papa. For today, I am a man. Not only that, but this man is an Olympian. And I'm going to stay here with my team. And you have to accept that. Goodbye forever, Papa. And then the elevator door closes. And Junior grows a little bit.
He grew 3 sizes.
He grew 3 sizes that day. Now he's the biggest man in the bobsled team. Which is a problem because it's time for the tryouts. And they can't fit in the sled no more. Because Junior got so big.
Well, his heart grew 3 sizes, or his ego grew 3 sizes.
Oh,
I don't
sorry.
know.
I'm sorry. Sorry, this is the part of the movie where I fell asleep.
Well, that's okay. You want me to continue?
Yeah, please.
Okay. This is where I have a question.
No, it's a good time for you to continue that, huh, buddy?
Well, maybe not a good time. But okay, so at this point we're seeing, or maybe we saw this before, but I wasn't paying attention. But we start seeing that, like, you know, you see where their bobsleds are starting, and you see there's grooves in the ice.
Yes.
Now, does it matter who starts? Because I feel that,
Excuse
like,
me?
depending on when your position is, like, in the, whatever you call it, in the round, the order, like, if you're first to go in the bobsledding team, you probably got a nice, sleek surface. But if you're, like, later on, you got it.
I believe those grooves are man-made. They're, like,
What?
put there. I believe they're put there for... Because they're not... The grooves aren't there the whole time, Richard. The grooves aren't there throughout the entire track. I believe it's there for positioning purposes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Like, never mind. Continue. Apparently,
So what? What is it like? If you go, you want to go last when it's bobsledding because now there's a whole like set track for you to just ride on. You don't even need a team.
I mean,
Is that what you thought?
like, I didn't think that it was throughout, but like, I thought at least in the beginning, like, you know.
Why would they just be there at the beginning and not throughout then? If they're wearing down the surface like you believe.
I don't know. I didn't think that hard about it.
I believe they're put there for positioning purposes.
I thought it's better to ask questions now and think about it later than to think about it now and never ask questions.
Well, again, there's nothing wrong with asking questions. I fully support this. However, when you do come up earlier and saying how you're trying to save face, maybe you should think a little bit before you ask.
I'm doing my best.
I'm rooting for you, pal. You are definitely the underdog of this podcast. I can say that for sure.
And one of these days, that dog is going to get his day.
That's right. Every dog does. So, okay. I think it's time to see if these boys can actually qualify to be, the big Olympic boys. Now, the problem was, it turns out John Candy was training them, and they needed to qualify. What?
Do they ever go to the Olympics? Wait, maybe that's a question for later.
Oh my god.
Like, does the whole movie just take place in Canada for the tryouts?
This is not the tryouts. They're in the Olympics.
Well, they gotta see if they can qualify.
Yeah, that's what... The qualify, sorry. That's what I mean
but
when
they
I
are
say
there
tryouts.
for
all
the
the teams,
Olympics.
they are there for the Olympics, but before they can actually compete in the Olympics, they have to qualify to compete in the Olympics.
And is this whole movie just the qualifiers?
No.
Okay, sorry.
You would know that if you watched it.
It was unclear.
Anyway, it's this is literally the point where they get into the Olympics. Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Okay. So they're doing their qualifying.
Wait,
round.
is this where they gotta be Jamaica?
Excuse me?
I have in my notes they gotta be Jamaica.
No, not yet.
Okay. Continue.
My God. All right. Qualifying round. So they've been training the whole time. John Candy's been telling them, guys, you need to do this in a minute 6. That's always been the time. And then they get there, and it turns out, nah, man, John boy, you've been out of the game for like 20 years. We stopped that rule. Now it's got to be a minute 2. And he's like, okay, I think my boys can still do it. And then the day of the qualifying round, they go, guys, so about that minute 2, we kind of changed the rules again. You guys kind of got to do it in a minute flat if possible, or else you're not going to qualify, and all this is for nothing. So good luck out there. And boys...
They do it in
still-
59.
59 and some change.
I was mainly expecting for like a yes or something, but that's good too, Greg. Thank you. It's my fault for trying to play with the man at the computer. Of course he has the information in front of him. He knows it all, baby.
Perfect.
But yeah, they crushed it. They're in the games, baby. Out of all this adversity against them, they still pull it through. 3 months of training. They're with the pros. Proud of these boys.
I have in my notes that they make it.
They do.
Oh, wait, I think I asked my question a little early. I think I didn't notice the grooves in the ice yet, but maybe later on.
I'll believe that.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they make it.
And then they go to the Olympics.
Then they go to the Olympics.
Now are they Jamaica?
Well, first they have to do the first round, Richard.
And they suck.
They do.
Oh my god! Dude, they flubbed it! They flubbed it! Like, the
flubbed
dude
it
didn't
hard.
get into the back until like 20 seconds after they like launched.
I know, because Junior was too big. He grew.
It's kind of true. Yeah, they flub it. And they're all like, shit. Jamaica's now the laughingstock of the whole Olympics. We can't have this happening again. And they realize something. The reason why they suck is because they're trying to copycat Sweden. And no one can be Sweden except for Sweden. So instead, they have to embrace the heart of Jamaica. What they call the Rastafarian spirit. So they start singing, they start dancing, telling jokes to everyone in the Olympic stand, and everyone loves them. And they're good boys. They finally, how they say, get their groove back.
No, Richard, the grooves were there all along. I told you this already.
It was just hidden.
It's just there for positioning.
Latent. Yes. And then, I don't know what happens to that.
They do their second round, but they beat Jamaican. And they do really well.
Like, it's kind of impressive, right?
It's very impressive. It's not just kind of impressive. It's incredible. Again, their last round was horrendous. Everyone counted them out, but they went from last place to 8th. Just like that. And that puts them into position to position. So it's now the last day, round 3, and the world has Jamaica fever. You can pick it up from here, Richard. I figured you'd like to explain.
Guys, everyone's got Jamaica fever. They're cheering the boys on, and it's time for the race, or whatever they call this. Time trial?
Trial, yeah.
Yeah. So, they're getting in, they're starting off, and things are looking great. But eventually, we get some close-up shots of the interior of the sled, and we start seeing, like, something's up with this. This isn't going to be good. And turns out, like, one of the dudes, he accidentally loosened the bolts or something, or maybe it was just that this was old. I'm not sure what happened. But basically, the sled comes apart, and all the boys get into a horrible accident. And, like, this is the weird part that I have a question about. Because we see some of it, like, as it's happening, but some of it was played at a future date on a VHS tape.
A future date on a VHS tape. So yeah, at this point of the movie, they splice in like actual footage of the accident that happened on their real Jamaican bobsled team's 3rd round. Like, this part of the movie is something that actually happened in real life, and they put that footage in there, and it's really hard to watch. I don't know. I don't love seeing it. Because you have these boys, you know, traveling at breakneck speed, and then all of a sudden their thing tips over, and their heads are just against the ice.
And it shatters. Their bones shatter. Call back to the earlier in the movie.
I don't think so. I think they're all right in the movie. I don't know.
They seem to all be because I believe so. I was gonna bring this up later, but so don't worry about that. But they got incredibly lucky and they're fine. They're dazed. Obviously, they're laying there. The bobsled eventually comes to a stop, and paramedics take to the ice.
This is the coolest part.
This is the coolest part.
It's like when the people in New York City do it to Spider-Man. Like,
it's like when they say, well, careful, he's a hero.
Yeah, they say, careful, he's a hero. So all the careful, bobsled boys.
Bobsled.
Yeah, they say they all take the bobsled and they start carrying it over their heads, and like they start walking to the finish line because they got to finish the race. They got to finish the fight. And they do. And like everyone's cheering them on. They're all like, wow, they're real heroes. And they really are.
The classic slow clap.
Yeah, yeah. Because the person who started the classic slow clap is one of the jerks, or maybe it was Sweden.
It was the jerk.
Yeah.
It was the jerk.
It's like everyone got respect for the jerk and the bobsled at the same time.
Well, I don't. The jerk got respect for them. That was what it was. I don't think anybody got respect for the jerk. He was still a jerk.
He was already well respected, though.
I mean, I liked him. I thought he was fine. I mean, I don't know what he did that was so wrong, because I think I missed that part.
You called him an asshole earlier.
He just bullied a guy who was smaller than him, and then as soon as a guy who was bigger showed up, he started cowering.
I mean, did he cower?
Yes, he did. Yes. Absolutely. It's like immediately, like, whoop, I'm leaving this place. Woo-hoo.
Man. Did any of you have cry alerts during that scene?
I wouldn't say cry alert, but I got like I welled up.
Definitely
with
a little emotion
in my
off
chest.
The end. Yeah, absolutely.
It's powerful stuff.
Man, that was good. That was like the perfect ending. I think it ended there, right? Yeah. Was there an epilogue post credits?
Well, first of all, you see Junior's dad in the audience cheering.
Yeah, that was great because Junior's dad. They show earlier that they were selling these Jamaican shirts, and even like the announcers, everyone was wearing these shirts. You see Junior's dad open his his jacket, and he's wearing one of the shirts, and he's cheering for his son, and I love that. It's cute.
And then and then next thing you know, they do it, but then they you see the Jamaican Olympic guy. He puts up the photo of the bobsled team in his office above the photo of what's his face's father. Derice's father.
Yeah, it's a nice moment. That's where it ends.
Yeah, the photo's taken of the team with John Candy.
Yeah.
What a treasure that man is, or was.
He was.
The only
yeah.
reason why I know about him is because there's a pizza named after him.
I
At
thought
one
it
of
was
the
because of Home Alone.
Planes, trains,
he's in that too.
automobiles. He was in Home
Yeah.
Alone.
Yeah,
I don't remember Home Alone. I don't really remember.
he's
Home
Uncle
Alone.
Buck.
That's Uncle Buck.
Wait, what? No, John Candy is just like a band guy that hangs out with Kevin's mom and tries to mac on her or something.
I could have sworn they called him Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck is Uncle Buck. It's a different movie.
I know, but I think the theory is that he's playing the same character.
Is he?
That's the
Sure.
big theory. You guys, come on.
I'm
This
unaware
isn't new.
of
Is
this.
this new to you guys? Come on. All right.
I only remembered him as the one character.
Was he
Yeah,
in
but-
Vacation too? Is he the
Is
one
he
at the
what?
end?
I don't know what you said.
He has to be. He
Vacation.
was in Rugrats Vacation.
Not Rugrats Vacation, just Vacation. National Lampoon's Vacation
Oh, I don't watch that stuff.
with Chevy Chase
Yeah, I'm familiar. I don't watch it though.
and Spaceballs.
I don't watch that either.
Oh my God, Spaceballs is great.
Craig, are you just going through his IMDb now?
No,
No,
this is
I think he
movie
just.
that
I think he seems like he likes Spaceballs. I wasn't big on Star Wars. I don't know if you know that, so I don't think I would have watched the movie.
Spaceballs is a classic.
Yeah, no, I get it. So Star Wars. I mean, I should watch Spaceballs. I do love me some.
Mel Brooks.
I was gonna say Mel Gibson. I stopped myself.
What's
I mean,
the name
no.
of the guy with the glasses?
Which guy?
The
Rick
guy from
Moranis?
Honey, I Shrunk the Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna say Rick
Moranis.
Moranis. I was thinking he was thinking about Rick Moranis too.
Yeah, he's Dark Helmet.
Yeah, I like that guy. He's so good.
Yeah,
he
he's
is so good. And then there's
Funny-
some
funny
some
gentleman.
jackass punched him. The guy said he's gonna get back into acting, and some guy just punched him in the street. Terrible.
Why?
I don't know. It happened though. The guy literally he does the commercial with Ryan Reynolds, and this is literally the first thing he's ever done in like the past 20 years or something like that. And he just gets punched on the street.
In the commercial?
No, in real
No,
life,
just in real life,
a guy
that's
just
sad.
punched him.
Oh, why?
No one knows.
Oh, I hate this.
Yeah, the guy quit acting because his wife passes away, so he could raise his
Yeah.
kids. It's like he's like the.
Did he quit again?
No, I think he's gonna do it still, but like I think this was just a thing that just terrible thing that happened.
Okay. Well, glad he's back. Thank you, Rick Moranis. Now what do
Hope
we
people
do?
stop punching him. I'm gonna talk about the fact that almost everything in this movie is made up. Sadly,
What? No, it's a true story.
That's not
I
really.
actually looked that up, and apparently
Yeah.
the director even said they wouldn't be able to get away with that today. The
No.
true story thing.
Yeah, it's like everything but like the ending crash.
Oh, okay.
These aren't the people.
Were they
the
even
story-
Jamaican in real life?
Yes, there was a Jamaican
these are
bobsled
the
team.
similarities. Is that there was a Jamaican bobsled team and there was a crash.
And there was a crash in their final round, and they walked the rest of the way. Except they didn't carry the bobsled; they just pushed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, and all the names are not the same names, and the backgrounds are not the same. It's all made up nonsense, and there's no Irv, who was their coach, who was disgraced because he cheated because he weighted down his bobsled in the front to make it go faster. None of this was real, but it's okay because it's still a really good movie, and it's powerful.
It was fun.
And it was fun.
It's like the characters made it. I know I didn't talk about the characters
absolutely.
much, but
In fact, I feel like you tried to avoid talking about the characters for some reason.
I didn't have them in my major plot points.
The only thing you had in your major plot points was that bobsled, and then training, and then back to bobsled.
Yeah, that's basically how the movie flowed.
Those aren't plot points, buddy. Those are settings. More like stage direction.
Yeah, like catalysts.
No.
Catalysts
not that
for the
either.
scene.
Really not that either. But that's okay. What's important is we made it through it. And I apologize, everyone. I talked a lot more than usual, and you're not used to that. I don't want to scare you guys. It's not going to be the new format. Don't worry.
I'll do better next time.
Yeah, I want to make want to write checks you can't cash, pal.
Dude, I can redeem myself next week because next week we're going straight back into Black History Month stories, and we're going with Craig. I'm not.
No, isn't Black History Month over?
Hold on.
Not for us.
Not for us.
For the listeners,
And
yeah, but Craig,
it's never
we're not doing
over
it for them.
in our hearts, Craig.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it will be our grand finale next time, so make it good.
Yeah.
And by that I mean we already discussed this. We know exactly what we're doing. Can we just drop the charade? Can we drop the charade, guys? We're not flying at the seat of our pants here. We've decided for this one at the very least. It was a grand unanimous decision. Guys, would you like to count down and say it with me?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Cadet Kelly! Richard, fix it in post, please.
I'm gonna do my best. I mean, it's well the thing. I don't know.
All right, well, I'm dunce number 1. Good night and God bless.
What?
I mean, I talked most of the episode. At least I could do is
I'm
take the
Dunce
crown,
number
right?
2, and I'm Craig Stew leaving 2. That was bad.
And I'm the third one. Enough people say they know they can't believe Jamaica. We have a bobsled team. Oh God, I said it wrong. Goodbye.
The students of St. Francis have a problem with discipline. They don't have any. The faculty needs help from above. But they're going to find it in Las Vegas. Touchstone Pictures presents the second coming of Sister Mary Clarence.
Help us by becoming a teacher.
Who would I teach? What would I teach?
Teach music.
Hello.
She's back in the habit again.
I know that I've seen you somewhere before.
Have you ever been to the Chi-Chi Club? Say it with me. Come on. Chi-Chi Club.
Chi-Chi Club.
This time, she's giving a group of holy terrors
I'm going to turn you guys into a choir.
a lesson they'll never forget.
Can we sing something that ain't gonna get the crap kicked out of us, yo?
You got it. Ow! Get up off of that thing.
And now, everyone's learning the only thing more fun than performing an act of God
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
is taking it on the road.
You're being insubordinate. I'm good at that. I will follow you.
Sister Mary Clarence is no ordinary nun.
She's a Las Vegas showgirl.
Showgirl? Well, who'd have thunk?
Whoopi Goldberg.
What the hell